after mentioning somebody, nobody has bothered, and I've given 3 examples where the person has been asked by journalists on the very same thing I said, and he never denied. He said at a future date he is going to say it, but he's going to talk of it when he has retired from politics. Nobody has bothered to confirm or verify whether what I'm saying that he did it. But suddenly, after telling the truth about him, because he has not denied the truth, and there is even a possibility that when he's still alive and still sane, he would come out and confirm what I've said. Suddenly, I'm attacked left and right. I'm supposed to be suffering from the people I'm supposed to have killed. If today I recorded a video apologizing to this gentleman, apparently the ghosts of the people I'm supposed to have killed will go back to their graves and rest in peace. Some people have even referred to him as Muganga. Apparently you are trying to give that evidence. Among the accusations that have been labeled against him, in fact somebody had even come up from Norway where I'm supposed to have tortured him before I joined police, because I joined the police as a special branch officer. I'm supposed to have tortured him before I joined the police. Well, they overthrew the government in August 1982. He was arrested in August, which he confirms. And I stepped into Kiganjo for the first time on Saturday, 27th November 1982, 4 days after I had, 4 days I was still doing my orientation. As I was doing my orientation, he had served 4 months in jail. I completed Kiganjo when he had served 10 months. I completed GSU when he had served a year. And I joined Special Branch when he had served 2 years and 1 month. I'm supposed to have tortured him. I am even supposed to have tortured him. There is evidence that I gave to the Daily Nation over 20 years ago, which proves that at the time when he alleges that I tortured him at Kamukunji police station, I had been sacked and I was at home. It shows, and later he has confirmed that his tribe sees this man as the king and it is up to them to protect him. Now, to protect him, they have to go to that extent. Let me tell you one thing, and I want to be remembered for that. The best way to lie is not to lie. Don't ever lie. You can talk 1,000 things, 999, but one point which is a lie, and it is caught, and the other 999 points are doubted. So don't lie. Just go straight to the point. I had to produce document that I presented to Daily Nation 2 decades ago. And this is somebody who is coming back later with no documentation or anything, showing that I had done something at the time when the same government had sacked me for being anti-Moi. I'm supposed to, 4 months after being sacked, I'm supposed to have been reinstated, taken to Kamukunji, went and tortured the person. Well, we can only say that he was right on one aspect, that they as a tribe treat this person as a king, and it is upon the whole tribe to protect him, nothing more. Among the accusations also that are being made against me, which is the topic for today, is that, and you know, I appeared on NTV twice. I appeared in February, Valentine's Day, and I appeared in, is it November or December? 10 months later. In February, it was to do with Ouko's death, and in November, December, it was on Dr. Kingori's program. I've been told that I have waited until BIWOTT is long dead, and that is the opportunity that I've used. When he was alive, I never made any effort to accuse him. I've waited until he has died and then accused him. Viewers, that is the extent that people can go, to malign somebody's name with false, unverified. Apart from the one occasion where I got emotional, I think all my videos, I am a very level-headed person. And I apologize for that one video when I was emotional. Whatever they did to me, it was not worth my reaction. I blame myself. Now, when it comes to the accusation that I waited until BIWOTT died and then started accusing him, first of all, you have to notice that these people have come to accuse me after I had mentioned the secrets of committee. Before that, they were comfortable with that. But anyway, let me answer the question, because my principle is, so long as you tell the truth will protect you. When mtu anakalia makalio, anaitwa Ouma, came out with whatever, it was not even me who reacted. It is his people, subscribers, who turned to him and said, KHWATENGE cannot be that. But anyway, today's topic is the accusation that I waited for BIWOTT to die, so that, BIWOTT and Moi to die, so as to talk about them. That thing, when the Nation, NTV, aired me in February, saying that BIWOTT shot Ouko in State House, the family of BIWOTT sent a lawyer to Nation Media Group and said that they wanted to sue the NTV for not giving them the right of reply. The NTV did not go to me straight, but they answered them satisfactorily, I hope, because from February up to now, up to Christmas, they answered them, and the BIWOTT family never went back. Let me answer the people. I know people would wish me hellfire for having talked of the shamba in committee. Chuma inang'olewa na chuma ingine. The truth inang'olewa na the truth ingine. Let us get this person, ask him, ulikuwa na shamba ama hukua? And if he says hakuwa na shamba, I'm the first person to go and apologize to him. Now, let us start this way. When Moi was the president, I think being within Kenya and saying that BIWOTT killed Ouko, you'd rather go and jump into Nyahururu Falls or Thompson Falls than say so. A lot of people have suffered for saying that. Some have even lost their lives for saying that BIWOTT. And I remember somebody wrote a book. The book was sold by Textbook Center. The book was serialized by Daily Nation when Moi was the president. And what happened? It is there, you can Google. The BIWOTT took Nation Media Center, he took them to court plus Textbook Center, and Nation Media Center had to pay him 20 million shillings. When Moi was the president, that happened. So, for you, simply because I had said somebody had a shamba in committee, for you to counter that and say, why didn't you say when, okay, I've covered the period up to when Moi was the president. Kibaki took over January 2003. When Kibaki took over January 2003, the following things happened. BBC, Focus on Africa, BBC interviewed me within KICC. That is a month after Kibaki took over. And I said the exact things that I said this year. They were aired on Focus on Africa. BIWOTT was alive, and he was the MP. He took no action. Later on, the government started a task force. The government started a task force to determine whether we will have a TJRC or not. The task force was chaired by Professor Makau Mutua, a very senior ODM person, a very senior Azimio person. He was the chairperson. We were there with Kina Wafula Buke and others. There was this fellow from Kilgoris who was a minister for state during Moi's time. I'm forgetting his name. But he is the one who financed for the killing of Father Kaiser. He was there. I said BIWOTT shot Ouko in State House. Professor Makau Mutua is there. Professor Makau Mutua is a senior member of ODM. Professor Makau Mutua is a senior member of Azimio. He had me say BIWOTT was aware. That is point number 2. Point number 3. There was the Gor Sungu Parliamentary Select Committee on the death of Robert Ouko. We gave evidence. We were supposed to be reimbursed our expenses. I was not reimbursed even a single cent. Even to this minute, the parliament has never paid me anything. Selina Were, the lady who had Ouko grandled like a goat, was never paid. In fact, she called a press conference and showed the Akamba bus receipts where she had said she came with 2 people to escort her. She used her fare. She looked for an accommodation. She used her money and nothing was paid. Gor Sungu is alive. Gor Sungu reimbursed Selina Were from his pocket. Anything I've received from the Parliamentary Select Committee on the death of Ouko was from the pocket of Gor Sungu. Then there is this Pokot MP, Psikony, others and whatever. These are the people who would place their hands in the pocket and give me money. There is no voucher with the Parliamentary Select Committee where I was paid anything. Nothing. Not even a single one. Kindly share this video with other people, especially those in the interest. I was paid nothing. When the Parliamentary Select Committee went to London to meet Kenyans in exile who wanted to implicate BIWOTT on Ouko's death, when they were immediately they mentioned BIWOTT, you remember the Parliament was still new. It was still had the Moi staff. What happened? Immediately the speaker recalled them. They were told that they were staying in London. Coming back to Kenya, it is that there is even a video where BIWOTT vehemently demanded from Gorsungu that laws of natural justice says that anybody who has been accused of anything, he should defend himself. And he was told the parliamentary standing orders say that any witness who gives evidence shall not be cross-examined unless it is for the purpose of clarity. And then he asked a question, which is superior? Is it the parliamentary standing orders or is it the Constitution? He was told it was the Constitution. So he said the Constitution says anybody accusing you, you have a right of reply. And yes, I've said about Committee Shamba, he has a right of reply himself, either yes or no, and whatever. Not a third party coming there and saying, oh, hata unaona hata vile ana describe vizuri vile Raila alipigwa macho, then he must be the one to have. Raila knows who kicked him. And the person who kicked Raila was not even a lawyer. Let me not comment further that. So when BIWOTT quoted the Constitution and said, the Constitution states that I have a right of reply. Then they sat down and he was told he will be represented by a lawyer who is a member of parliament. He cannot, because in the parliament, strangers are not supposed to go there. So he cannot call a stranger to come and defend him. But if he knows of any lawyer who is an MP, then the MP can do that. BIWOTT selected Mutula Kilonzo, Senior, to be his advocate, stroke MP. Then we as witnesses, all of us, we were called, especially those who had mentioned BIWOTT adversely. We were told it has been decided that you'll be cross-examined, and do you have anything to say? But if you don't want to be cross-examined, then you can give evidence, but the part that you mentioned BIWOTT will be expunged. So you'll give evidence in everything except the part that you mentioned BIWOTT. But if you want to mention BIWOTT, know that Mutula Kilonzo will cross-examine you. There are some, upon hearing that, we withdrew because all the accusations were on BIWOTT, or most of the accusations was with BIWOTT, so that if you remove the BIWOTT factor, then his case or her case doesn't stand. I remember there's a lady who came from Italy, Mrs. Brainer. Maybe she's called Mrs. Brainer. Can't recall her. She was told that she decided to give evidence under protest. She said, if you would have told me this when I was in Italy, I would not have boarded the plane. Now you have waited until I am here. That is when, so I am going to give evidence, but under protest. So she gave evidence under protest. Now it came to my turn because I'm the one who spoke immediately after. BIWOTT was asked that I have In fact, of all the people, I'm the one who had implicated him most, more than any other person. So he was asked if he wanted to cross-examine me. He said verbally, he used an abusive word, I will not repeat it here, but he abused me and said, wachana na huyo, blah, blah. But they said, we cannot take that as your word. Then they told him, can you write down and say that you do not want to cross-examine KHWATENGE? That is a letter that was written to him. It is in Hazard. But instead of replying that he does not want to cross-examine KHWATENGE, he wrote that I want to cross-examine the following people. My name was missing on the list. In 2003, we all know BIWOTT state of mind, state of health, and state of age. 2003, we know BIWOTT state of mind, no more state of mind, state of health, and state of age. These people were given opportunity to do that. So this video was purposely made to tell the Kenyans that it is there in records, in Hazard. Actually, when BIWOTT's family wanted to sue the NTV in February 2023 of airing me without asking for BIWOTT's family a right of response, because they are now custodian of his name, they were referred to parliamentary Hansard, not Hazard, Hansard. And I stand by the parliamentary Hansard. Come on, naysayers, look for another excuse.